ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮುರಳಿ ಮೋಹನ್ ವಿ, ಸಹಾಯಕ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು, ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರಥಮ ದರ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಕುಮಟ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಧಾರವಾಡ BCom ಪ್ರಥಮ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಬ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರನ್ನು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಟುಡೇ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ we are going to solve one problem on what are all the journal entries we have to pass in creditors account and how to prepare total creditors accounts. The students, here I given a problem from the following particulars. Pass the journal entries and prepare necessary ledger accounts, adjustment accounts in the respective ledgers which were kept under self-balancing system. So you have to identify what are all the transactions that are given, and you have to make it group the transactions which have to be entered in debit side and credit side. Before preparing ledger accounts, we have to pass journal entries for some combinations. We'll see first credit balance CR on 1st January 2016. It means previous year credit balance of the creditors account rupees 10,000. This is called as opening balance of the creditors. So you have to enter in credit side of the creditors accounts. Next, creditors balance, debit balance on 1st January 2016. This is called as closing balance of creditors. So you have to write under the debit side of the creditors account as to balance brought down. Next, the given total purchases as rupees 85,000 and cash purchases rupees 25,000. So you have to, dear students, always keep in mind, when you are preparing creditors account, we have to enter transactions only if supplier supplying goods for the customers based on credit basis, company procuring goods from the suppliers based on credits. Is a given total purchase and cash purchase. You have to find how much is credit purchase. So credit purchase is equal to total purchases minus cash purchases. So 85,000 minus 25,000 will get 65,000 as credit purchase. I'll repeat once again. Credit purchase is equal to total purchases minus cash purchases. That is 85,000 minus 25,000. So we'll get 60,000 as total credit purchase. This one we have to enter in credit side of the creditors account. Goods returned to creditors. So goods returned to creditors means company returning goods to the suppliers. The reasons for returning goods by the company to the supplier: possibility of the company they buy excess of goods than actual requirement. The another reasons might be whatever goods procured from the suppliers, it may damage, it may not in the good conditions. That time also company they can send back goods to the creditors, suppliers. So again, this one we have to enter under the debit side of the total creditors account. Cash paid to creditors. Again, this one you have to enter under the debit side of the creditors account. Discount allowed by them. This is called as discount received. Again, you have to enter under the debit side of the creditors account. So bills payable issued. Again, this one also you have to enter under the debit side of the creditors account. So bills payable dishonor. This one you have to enter under the credit side of the creditors account. Creditors balance DR on 31st 12 2016. This is you have to enter under the debit side of the creditors account. Credit side of the creditors account. First, you have to pass the journal entry. We can pass first as here I written as I pass journal entries. First, goods returned by the company to the suppliers. Returned by the company to the customer. Then I pass the journal entry for credit purchases. Then I pass the entry for cash paid to creditors and bills paid. Later I pass the entry for bills payable dishonored. First, you have to pass the entry for goods returned to creditors. Creditors ledger adjustment account data to general ledger adjustment account rupees 1300. Second entry for credit purchases. General ledger adjustment account data to creditors ledger adjustment account 60,000. Next, cash paid. Creditors ledger adjustment account data to creditors ledger general ledger adjustment account 48,000. Next, you have to pass the entry for bills payable paid. Creditors ledger adjustment account data to general ledger adjustment account rupees 8,000. So for bills payable dishonored, you have to pass the entry general ledger adjustment account data to creditors ledger adjustment account 600. Now we will prepare general ledger. In general ledger, we have to prepare creditors ledger adjustment account. So first you have to write opening balance under credit side. By balance brought down 10,000. Again the given opening balance of debit balance of creditors. Again that is to balance brought down 200. Now you have to pass the entry under credit side as by general ledger adjustment account. In that first you have to pass the entry for total purchase and cash purchase. You have to find out difference between total purchase and cash purchase. We will get credit purchase. So written here credit purchases inside the bracket 85,000 minus 25,000 will get 60,000. One more entry under credit side is bills payable dishonored. Straight away by bills payable dishonored 600. Now we have to enter under the debit side to general ledger adjustment account. In the first entry, cash paid to creditors 48,000, discount earned 1,500, return inwards 4,000, bills payable issued rupees 8,000. Next, find difference between debit side and credit side. We'll get credit side is more than debit side. Therefore, 71,000 will get 12,000 as balancing figure. Now you have to carry forward by balance brought down 12,000 to balance brought down 400. So this is creditors ledger adjustment account. Now you have to prepare in creditors ledger account general ledger adjustment account. So here in creditors ledger adjustment account, what are all the entries we return under the debit side? You have to shift under credit side. What are all the entries passed under credit side? You have to shift to debit side. So by this I am going to end this session. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನನ್ನು ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ LMSನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ PPTಸು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಿರು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾನು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ.